We are back doing something new for the first time. I'm excited.
I'm pretty stoked.
For those of you who are members of our Patreon Discord community, I'm sure you are familiar with Sabrina. She's one of our moderators on the Discord channel.
Yeah.
And Mike, I know his name because I've been obsessing about it all fucking day and thought I had it wrong.
He really has. It started at like 10 o'clock this morning. He was like, is it Mike? Mark?
Matt?
Yeah.
Yep. And it's funny because the guy that does the painting for us, like he's somebody that I plan on going into business with one day. His name is also Mike. He's one of my best friends. And he's been here all day. He left like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, really?
So it should be super easy to remember.
No.
Nope. So this is wild.
Yeah.
How is this crazy for you?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy for us.
Listen, whenever I got do you want to be on the podcast? I was like, shut up. But I was like, wait, I didn't mean that in a rude way. But yeah, he was sleeping. So he was sleeping for night shift. And it was so hard not to wake him up and be like, look.
I'm going to be honest, I would have been like, hey, I know you're kind of groggy right now and you've been asleep for 45 minutes, but hey,
I have some
guess
news.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll rub your back to go back to sleep. I got you.
Yep.
Gonna try to get Danish on next.
I'm excited for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Danish and I would have fun.
That might have to be at the house though, for the smoking capabilities.
Smoke sesh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't hotbox my car. The children go in there.
Can't do it here either.
Oh, yeah,
Fucking
no,
kids
right.
in the dance studio would be like, what is that smell?
And then you just,
Why-
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Since you guys are here, we're ordering pizza. You want some?
That's funny.
That'd be
Don't worry,
funny.
it's incense, but we ordered you some food. You're gonna need it.
Just run around for a little bit.
Yeah. So what is it that got you guys, got you to the podcast? Do you even listen to our podcast? Do you know?
A little bit if she's on the couch next to me or something like that.
Gotcha.
Well, TikTok, first off. Yeah. The first TikTok that I seen was one of hers. I can't remember the exact words, but it was something along like, if your man doesn't make you feel like a snack or something like that.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I remember that TikTok.
Yeah. And that, of course, I started watching more of the TikToks, and I heard you guys started the podcast, and I started listening on Spotify.
So
And
that
then-
was super early.
So
Yeah.
you've been a listener since like
The beginning.
October, November of last year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's been almost a year.
It's been almost a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think I was only on episode 4 when I started. So,
That's wild.
and ever since then, I've binge watched, and then ever since I've been up to date. So,
What about that TikTok made you go, all right, I'm going to watch more?
just that's how you should feel. That's
Yeah.
how your person should make you feel. Yeah.
So you actually didn't come to us with troubled relationship then?
Yeah, it was
No.
just agreement.
Yeah.
You,
I like
you
that.
know how like rare that is?
Very.
Because most of the people that are in Discord signed up because they were having trouble, not because everything was great and they agreed.
Yeah.
So since you started listening to the podcast, how have things changed for you and you guys in general?
I would think communication. It's definitely helped my BPD, though,
Yeah.
for a main thing. It helped me realize that and dig more deep into it since I've been diagnosed. And it's also helped me have him learn more about it. So I would say in that aspect.
Yeah. Anything from you? Just
No,
she's happier, so
Yeah.
you're happy.
pretty much.
Hell yeah.
There was one time at the gym, you guys were on YouTube Live, and I'm just sitting there watching. He come around looking, he's like, you're like a crackhead. I was like, I have to. Dedication, hello.
That's funny.
The unwavering support is very much appreciated.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
It's everywhere. Gym, we go out for a minute. Oh, okay. check
There was
in for
one time
5
we were
minutes.
even walking around Roll King in Gainesville, and I was on your YouTube Live, and he's like, what are you doing? I was like, they're on.
That's funny.
That's so dope. Thank you.
How has this affected your borderline?
It's helped me more understand it, I would say, and that I'm not alone with it, pretty much. So, because whenever I was first diagnosed, of course, I was in denial.
Yeah.
I was like, because I hadn't heard anything about it up until you guys started talking about it. And whenever I told him that I was diagnosed with bipolar, he was also kind of hesitant on it too. He was just like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah." And then of course, told him about me being diagnosed with BPD and literally how much it has affected me.
It's hard.
Very hard.
And it's hard on them.
Yeah. And I hate it for him.
Biggest thing is to not get on the roller coaster with her when she's going through it and just kind of sit back and let her do her thing.
You kind of just got to ride it.
Yeah. Most of the people who have had experience with borderline personality disorder in a non like real life scenario is from Single White Female, the movie. So for people in the 80s and 90s who saw that movie, when you mention borderline, they think you're a fucking psychopath.
Right. Yeah.
So there's that. I mean,
Yeah.
at least you can play that card if you need to.
Yeah. Just crazy, you know.
I'm going to be honest. If I went unchecked, that might be.
Yep.
No, I've seen your crazy and joking manners.
Yeah.
It's just a little scary. Just a little. Hide the firearms. That.
Wow. What happened to the Bonnie and Clyde shit? Like,
I'm just as bad. I just think it's funny. It's kind of cute.
stop it. You're feeding it.
It's like with him, like, we'll joke around about, he's like, you know, if I ever catch you with another guy, they're going to have their legs missing and I'm going to feed them to the pigs. I'm like, don't worry about that. I understand. You're crazy too.
Yeah.
It's nice when crazy can thrive together
Oh, yeah.
in a controlled, healthy environment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuckers. Don't run with that. Don't be toxic.
We're not going to Mickey and Mallory natural born killers this? Damn. We're this close.
And what's natural born killers?
Oh, I forgot you haven't seen that movie yet.
I have
Is that on our
either.
list?
It is on the list.
Good.
He's got a list for me too. Don't
Do you?
worry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I haven't even seen Joe Dirt.
Yeah,
What?
she hasn't seen so many movies. It's kind of
I mean, but what
It's
is
kinda bad.
what does that say about our lives if we've watched a whole lot of TV and they haven't?
Oh my God, we're bonding, guys.
I love
Like-
it.
This is a moment.
there's always
Yeah.
older movies I grew up watching. I'll be like, "You seen this?" No. I'm
Yeah.
like, "You sure?" She's like, "I'm like, yeah, you've been sheltered too much."
I've never even seen Top Gun until I got with him. Or
Yeah.
the Rocky
Same.
series. Or the Rocky
Yeah.
series.
Never seen the Rocky series.
Oh, so good.
Never seen it. But I've seen the Creed movies.
So, yeah. So have we.
The Creed movies are really good.
They are
really
good.
good,
They
yeah.
are good.
They're not the same though. You gotta
No.
watch the Rockies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I
I didn't
know-
know that you didn't see Rocky.
I know the scenes. Like, he finally gets up the steps and there's that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, when he sold his house, he had a statue of Rocky at his house, and part of the sales agreement was that he left the statue by the pool for whoever bought the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah, and it just happened within like the last month, 2 months ago.
I'm so sorry. Is this the movie or is this real
Sylvester
life?
Stallone.
What are you talking about?
He had the Rocky statue next to his mansion, like in his pool, like next to his pool.
Oh, are we talking like an actual statue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like a.
No, like a
Like
full size Rocky statue.
About this tall.
Like the full size statue in the movie, kind of.
What?
Yeah.
He played Rocky.
Yeah.
Well, he also wrote the movie.
He had a statue of himself.
Yeah,
I
pretty
want
much.
a statue of me.
Right there in the corner by your peach or your pink throne.
Carved out of marble.
There you
Oh
go.
my God. I want to do. Okay. Art. Life imitates art. I need to do that marble statue of the chick. I think it's Athena. I have a thing in my brain.
The Greek goddess.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. We need to. I need to remake it.
Okay.
That's
But
what we're
first-
doing.
You need a split dye wig to put on top of it.
I don't know why you're looking at me. I can't chisel marble.
Because you said marble. We're artistic together. We need
We're
to.
autistic together. Yes.
It's the tism.
Tomato, tomato. I'm running with this now. Who can we call?
I'm sure that we know somebody. I'm sure at this point somebody's going to reach out to us because we talked about this on a
There you
podcast.
go.
And be like, "Hey, I'm a sculptor."
I'm gonna be honest. It could even be cement.
You know how heavy that would
A
be.
cement statue of me.
The shipping cost on that's going to be outrageous.
I want it to
Or-
Unless it's little.
It could
White
be a
and gold.
clay one too.
clay.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
play camera games and set it close to the camera while you're far away, so it looks fucking massive, even though it's
Illusion
like
it?
this big. That way, shipping costs will be like $13
There you
instead of
go.
$1,300.
Yeah.
Less weight.
It's funny. As you know, our podcast is about personal growth and development, and a lot of things that we discuss is health, mental health, relationships. However, we have discussed financial security and financial freedom quite a bit. I would like to talk to you guys about Smart Credit. This is somebody that I reached out to, said that I wanted to work with because we are constantly asked about money.
So, Smart Credit is more than just a financial platform. It is your all-in-one solution to help you control your future credit score. Smart Credit Score Tracker gives you a clear view of your credit scores, helping you understand how they're evolving over time. It's like having your own credit dashboard.
But what sets Smart Credit apart is their Score Builder and Score Boost features. Imagine improving your payment history, which accounts for a whopping 35% of your credit score, with just a few clicks. With Score Builder, you can communicate directly with your creditors and financial institution to address errors, identify fraud, and more. No need to send letters or make phone calls. The Score Builder streamlines the entire process and saves you the hassle and time.
Now, for the icing on the cake, Score Boost. This feature helps you tackle the 30% of your credit score related to credit utilization. It tells you exactly how much to pay off and by when to gain the most points the fastest.
And here's the kicker, guys. Smart Credit throws in $1 million worth of identity fraud insurance for your entire household. Absolutely free with every membership.
Smart Credit is more than just about maximizing your credit score. It can also be your financial dashboard. With their Money Manager tool, you can link your checking and saving accounts, investments, credit cards, and more all in one place.
Remember, it's not just about optimizing your credit. It's about protecting it, maintaining it, and Smart Credit provides the tools to help you do both effortlessly.
So why wait? Give Smart Credit a try today. Enroll in just 1 minute and get a 7-day trial for only $1 using the link in the description. And save $4 a month if you enroll.
Guys, remember, you are the author of your own story.
So grab your phone and download Smart Credit today and take control of your future credit score.
So what is it that you guys do for a living?
Well, I work with a anesthesia company, so I do some of their billing, scheduling, and pretty much that's it. It's not a local company; it's privately owned, so I work on my boss's private property.
Like for
His
anesthesia
house.
stuff?
Mm-hmm. He is a CRNA, which is a certified registered nurse anesthetist. Basically 1 degree below an anesthesiologist.
So does he travel and put people under?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. So like if I wanted dental work, I could call him and be like, hey, come put me under so they can rip all my teeth out?
If you go to one of our facilities that we provide anesthesia at, yeah.
Oh, wow. What if I wanted to get tattooed like Post Malone?
I was thinking about that.
That's where my brain went, yeah.
I was gonna ask him if he would ever think about doing that.
I mean, all I have left is really, really painful spots. Like the inside of my thighs, one of my butt cheeks. Like I don't, my left armpit. I don't want to do that shit no more.
Oh, I'd rather be asleep too.
I would pay stupid money to go under anesthesia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get your entire back done in one shot.
Everything.
Like
Knock me out, wake me up
Yeah.
8 hours later. What do we have to wait 48 hours to get that shit out of my system? Knock me out again. Let's do the front half.
Yep.
Flip me over, do the back.
It's a lot of money.
Like me, I want my shin done. I know that's gonna hurt. Like I'm a pomegranate when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That was slick.
I was about to say, I love that she did that.
Do you do that in real life?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a trendsetter.
Did you get that from me? Stop it.
Yeah.
I'm more flattered by that than I am by accounts taking our shit and pretending to be us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's getting out of control. That's definitely getting out of control.
I found 3 accounts that were mocking my account.
Yeah.
Adding
That's
periods
stupid.
and different numbers and shit, yeah.
Like the one that I seen that had like DM me or whichever at numerous. I was like, block. This
Actually,
is fake.
I went in there and I reported that account specifically for imitating me.
They won't do anything about it.
I
No.
don't think they will.
They won't.
Unless you're like a high celebrity, like let's say Kanye West or something like that, they won't take it down.
Yep. I did find a direct contact instead of trying to get verified through the app, like that you can email. But the email system that we set up it hasn't been working right. So I'm waiting to the Google thing to kick in so that we have like a functioning inbox so that we can send those emails out. But
Do you still have to have like a news article?
I don't think so. Yes, you do if you do it through the app. I think that if we provide them like birth certificates and passports and shit,
like you're
that-
legit.
Yeah, that they would be able to verify that that's who we are because it's us in every fucking video.
Right.
But
It's me on my TikTok account.
Right.
What do you do for work?
I just started at a steel building place. Well, we build trusses,
What's a truss?
like rafters out of metal.
we've had this conversation. It's the thing in the roof.
That thing over there?
What?
No, never mind. Not that thing over there.
It's the metal things that hold the roof together,
The metal
like
thing.
that hold the beams and shit. We've had this conversation.
I know,
we
it's
have.
there. It's in my brain. I'm trying to.
Because I remember you
Remember.
going on and on about trusses versus trusses. That was a thing.
I don't remember this conversation at all.
Are you a welder?
Yeah, I weld out there. I just started out there 2 weeks ago. Before that, I was doing power lines,
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
and I enjoyed it. I love the work. It's just better benefits, and I only drive like 5 minutes an hour.
I don't want to do anything that requires me being in the Florida sun
Listen,
ever
Oh, yeah.
again.
I would go through 4 shirts a day.
he would have to take numerous shirts to work. There was one day it was so hot where this is to the point where he had to bring shirts with him. He sent me a video on his lunch break wringing out the shirt, and it looked like he just
It's
jumped
like
in a
2
pool.
hours of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good on that.
I loved
Yeah.
it, but the benefits were better at the place I went to. The insurance is way cheaper. And then, like, last year I was gone for Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving. I think, what was I gone? A week on Christmas?
Yeah.
So now I don't have to anymore.
Oh, that's
a
dope.
plus.
We just talked to a metal fabricator. Did you watch the poker shit we put up last night?
I seen some of it, yeah.
We did. There's no sound. Like, it was one of those things that was last minute. She's like, "Hey, are you gonna put this live?" And I'm like, I mean, maybe."
I felt like I was watching through a hidden camera.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't feel like I should be doing this.
I think the next time we do it is we're gonna take one of these C stands and put a camera directly at the table so that you can see the hands and what's being
Yeah.
played versus her playing poker.
Right.
But there was no audio. We tried to play lo-fi sounds through the system so like it would work. It didn't.
Yeah. I seen Zach talking about it in the Discord saying that there's no sound and
Yeah.
as to why.
But the guy that I reached out to build our poker table is a metal fabricator. He does CNC work and shit. And I'm having a custom poker table built for that part of my house. And I wish that I have the mindset and the creative like ability. 'Cause
Right.
I'm a tattoo artist and I paint and shit. But if I could get into CNCing and like metal fabricating, I could build such cool shit.
Yeah, you can go long ways with CNC stuff.
Yeah.
CNC machines are expensive.
Yeah.
I can make thrones that look like Predator.
Yeah.
That would be
Like
dope.
Alien and Predator shit. Like Geiger, HR Geiger art. It'd be wild. Hey, what are you doing?
Mind your business.
No. What are you doing?
I'm Googling what
This is-
CNC is, so you guys don't have to tell me.
Not professional.
I have a friend, his boss's son builds, he has massive CNC machines, and he does everything. He has contracts, I think it was NASA.
Wow.
Yeah, like his motors and stuff, he built his own block for them. It's pretty impressive.
Are you informed?
I am informed, yes.
Good job.
I was actually going to ask, I don't think this is right, but then Mike said NASA. So I'm confirmed Google was correct. I know what CNC is now.
It's a band from the 80s. You just have to add the Music Factory to the end of it, and you'll be good to go. I'm old.
Was that a really
There's
band?
like 4 people in Discord that'll get that joke. That joke.
I'm glad you made it. Is that really a band?
It is CNC Music Factory.
Yeah.
CNC Music Factory.
You should Google that one too.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Are you guys excited for Vegas?
I'm so fucking ready for a vacation. Oh my God, I'm so ready for a fucking vacation. This whole thing ended up costing me a lot more than it was supposed to because I knew we had to order furniture. Like I planned for that, building those walls out, and because I'm not doing it. Like
Right.
I don't have time to. It would take me days to do something that I can pay somebody to do in 2.
Right.
That's CNC Music Factory.
Okay.
Very 80s.
Very.
Very.
The hair, the leather.
There's a gentleman resting on her leg for the photo for the album cover, and his hands like behind her knee, doing like Thriller shit. The 80s were wild. Yeah.
I lived the 80s.
I'm envious.
I was there for it.
I'm envious.
Everybody advertises as this bright neon color in Aquanet. It's not. It's paneling on the wall, cigarette stench on fucking everything, and yellow ashtrays.
I feel like it's a lot of brown and shaggy
Yeah.
green that wasn't torn up from the 70s.
I mean, I don't know about the shaggy green, but everything was brown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wood paneling.
yeah, but everything but the clothes. Wood paneling on everything, and you could smell the people that lived there before because that paneling was odorous. Like it would just
Absorb everything.
Porous.
absorb. So what I was saying was with the Vegas thing is like I could do these walls, the 10 foot and the 8 foot wall that I want in there, but I just gonna take me forever to do this shit. So like now we're $7,500 into those walls. We have to buy all the furniture for over there because I thought I had enough at the house and I don't,
Yeah.
which sucks.
Peaches, are you gonna be playing poker?
Maybe. I'm starting to not enjoy poker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm good enough to the point that it's conversation at the table. And now when I don't do well, there's a set expectation.
Yeah.
So there's even more shit talking when I don't do well.
Yeah.
So it's becoming not as fun. But I don't know. Maybe in Vegas I might play.
That's so wild to me.
What?
So like, if I had a natural talent at something and I was good and people were talking about it, it would make me want to get better at it.
I mean, I am getting better at it.
I would want to Rain Man that shit. Like I would want to be a savant, and I would like who was Bobby Fischer, the chess movie? The kid was like 12 years old beating masters. Like,
Right.
I'd love to see you at a table of pros and just shit on all of them. And be like, all right, guys, I gotta go get my nails done, and then leave. Like, just fucking wreck everyone, say something really dumb, feminine, and walk off the table with all their money. I don't know. In my head, that's how you play.
You want to know how that would play out? I would get the money and I'd be like, all right, daddy, here you go.
Yep. There you go.
Okay, so you need to get really good at poker because that would be amazing.
I feel like that would be a moment. I think that's the most feminine thing I can do.
The internet's going to hate you so much for that statement.
Oh, no.
The internet's going to hate me for you making that statement.
Oh, no. So anyway, when I win you massive amounts of money in Vegas while playing poker.
There you go.
I do think we're going to play a tournament while we're out there. I normally play cash games when I go to Vegas. I just sit at the $1 and $3 table and wait for people to get drunk and take their money.
Yeah.
But
that's right. That's going to be an advantage to me, too.
Yeah.
Can I vape in there?
You have to walk out of the room. But weed is legal in Vegas. You just can't smoke like flower in the casinos. You could vape on the floors. You can still smoke in the casinos. You just can't smoke at the poker tables.
At the table.
Yeah. So people bring their vapes.
Okay.
You're going to enjoy the dispensaries in Vegas are a lot different than the dispensaries here. Like they're much larger because it's recreational. But because we have our medical cards, we get to skip the lines. So while all our other tourists are standing in long ass lines, we'd be like, medical cards. And they'll be like, come on through.
It's like a Disney Fast Pass.
Yeah, it is.
Hell yeah. I had a good time in Vegas.
So, but yeah, I like the tournament play better than cash games. I think that's probably what we're going to do is probably just play tournament while we're out there. Just do one. Do like a $400 or $500 tournament that should take all day long.
Yeah.
And then leave.
That's like my mom and stepdad. They're not into like poker, but they play pool. So they play pool tournaments, and they were on a league to end up winning to go play in Vegas. They didn't get it, but they were almost there.
They have big hand payouts. So like in some of the casinos, not all of them, and not in tournaments, but in like a cash game, if you have like quad nines, they pay you like $500 if you had the biggest hand of the hour kind of thing, and like if you get a royal flush, they'll give you thousands of dollars because it's the hardest hand in poker to get. But those big hands pay out every hour. I think the Luxor does that, or is the last place that I played that did that. But I enjoy that shit.
Yeah.
So
Playing poker? Yeah.
just all of it.
I enjoy playing poker when people aren't bitches about it.
I gotta be honest, I don't even mind losing at poker as long as there's not like bullshit plays. Cause like I'm a technical player.
Right.
So like when people just call and they fucking suck out on me, I'm like, I hate you so much.
Yeah. Or if like people just like are assholes and they're not in it for like the fun of the game, you know, for the moment.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of trash talking in Vegas. Not with us when we play. There's not a lot of trash talk. Here's what it is.
Yeah.
I hate that you don't like it anymore, or that you don't like it as much.
It's the people that we play with. I'm gonna be honest.
At our game,
Yeah.
do you like it better when we play with Mike's friends?
I think that's gonna change as well. I'm good, and people feel a certain way about it because I'm good. Like I said, there's a set expectation of me to be good. So when I'm not good, they're gonna take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Are you the only woman at the table?
Yes. My big thing is when you're not good, there's going to be times that you get beat. There's going to be times that you're not feeling it. There's going to be times that you're playing poker that you shouldn't even be at the table.
Right. No, I'm aware of that.
Yeah. It happens.
And I know. It's people that bother me.
Yeah.
It's not my playing capabilities or actually playing the game. I think if it was different people every time we played, it would be different.
Well, then you might really enjoy Vegas. You may really, really enjoy Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not all the people we play with. It's certain people.
Okay, well, I'll cut it. So who is it? He doesn't listen to the podcast. I will cut that part out so he doesn't know the name, though. But I'm willing to bet that he has one of those marriages that they don't have an equality in the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's probably one of those people that has to account for everything.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I made him repeat it twice last night, and when I was like, okay, gotcha. Went back. So I think he understood that he crossed the line when he did that.
Yeah. But we don't have that. Like, it's like, hey, I want this. I'm like, okay, go get it.
Yeah.
I think for him, it's, hey, I want this. And it's probably like, you don't fucking need that kind of thing. So there's saltiness in people like that.
Of course there is. I found it disrespectful
Yeah.
in my home to make a comment like that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Especially if like you make a comment to me in my home.
I played my hands last night, and I had good hands, and I had hands that I should have won, like those pocket aces. I had pocket aces, and there was like a pair of tens on the board, and he caught a queen on the something, and it was flush for him.
Yeah. That's how he knocked me out of the tournament.
He got me twice on the river and knocked me out, and because he knocked me out, and it was big chips, and I was betting because I thought I was gonna win, and he caught it on the river. He got big about himself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the upside of having the big stack at the table. You can play like shit.
Right.
I wasn't playing like shit though. I was playing
He
my
was.
hands. Oh yeah, he was.
But he had the chip stack to do it, and he kept sucking out on the river because it didn't matter if he lost, because at that point he was so ahead of everybody.
That was supposed to be my seat last night.
It was.
Fucker.
It absolutely was. That's funny. And that would have changed every single one of those hands for you. Holy
would've.
shit. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about. That's Discord's fault.
I did it for the Discord.
You hear that?
Hope you guys enjoyed it, fuckers.
There was a point last night I was like, I'm never fucking doing this again. Fuck the camera. I'm not doing this. I wanted to knock it over and flip the table. And
I asked
Just
you.
put something over it.
I asked you afterwards
done.
if that was too much. If the
it wasn't.
camera-
It wasn't the camera. I was getting majority of my hands were shit hands.
Yeah. I think I would have had performance anxiety over the camera.
I didn't.
I'm glad that it wasn't on me.
Yeah.
Yep, I had played super tight. I probably would have lost all my money anyways, because I wouldn't have been willing to call shit that I should have been calling. Do you guys play poker?
No.
It's stressful.
Sounds like it.
I've tried it one time. I ain't that good at it.
I'm not a big gambler. I like poker because there's like actual math to it, and there's understanding of hands. When I went to Vegas once, and my buddy was like, "Put 100 on red for me at the roulette table." And I'm like, "Okay, fuck it." And I did, and I won. Like, I doubled my money. I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah." Next time I walked back there, I was like 500 on red, and I lost it. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I was like, I ain't doing that shit again.
I don't even do scratch offs because I'm mad if I lose $2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was somebody in Florida in Northport that won $1 million scratch off like a week ago. We were playing poker, ironically enough, and one of the guys that plays poker with me, but he was like, "Oh man, one of my guys just sent me a text message. This fucking dude won $1 million on a scratch off in Northport." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
Oh my gosh.
It's wild.
Yeah, we see like, oh, sorry. I didn't
Oh no,
mean to
you're
go.
fine.
I was going to say, like, we see numerous people winning in like Jacksonville, St. Augustine, whatever, on the lotto. And he plays, he's like, I can't even win $2.
Like on the numbers or on
Yeah,
scratch offs.
the numbers.
Numbers.
I did that for a while.
Yeah, but-
Powerball kept getting big, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm destined to win this shit. Like, I
Yeah.
gotta get rich somehow."
Yeah.
He just bought a couple this past weekend.
Yeah, I try to buy them like once a week, just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
It's $10.
Can't win if you don't play.
Yeah.
Right. One day. One day.
Oh man.
I always waited until the Powerball got stupid big,
Yeah.
and then would spend like $700-800 on lottery tickets, and then lose it all and get mad. I
did
can't
that.
believe I fucking did that.
I did that one year. I spent $200 on them. The last time it got real huge. Yeah, I went crazy. I think I won like $20 back.
It's life-changing money if you hit that kind of money, though. Like,
yeah.
even after taxes, if you take the lump sum after taxes, you're still walking away with hundreds of millions
Right.
of dollars.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Go ahead.
No.
They say that in order to be wealthy in America now, you have to have an average of $2.2 million in the bank. Otherwise, you're not wealthy. You're still just kind of getting by.
Like average.
Yeah. I don't know anybody who's got that kind of money in the bank.
I mean, Oprah does. And she just asked the regular American people to donate money to
Literally.
Maui with billions sitting in her bank account. Oh, and she also just bought, I think, about 2,000 acres in Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Is that an actual number, or are you just throwing a number out there?
I'm almost certain it's 2,000 acres.
That's insane. Well, I mean, depending on where in Hawaii, but that is insane.
Is Oprah like the most, wealthy black woman?
Oprah?
Mhm.
I believe so.
I think she is. As far as I know, I think like she was the top.
Good for her. That's fantastic. She worked hard for it. I understand not wanting to Donate your own money.
So with the kind of money she has, do you think she should have been like, all right, guys, I'm going to match you dollar for dollar? So,
I personally would have, yes.
yeah. So she's got billions and she's like,
I think she could afford it.
right.
yeah.
And it's a tax write-off for her.
Exactly. I was going to say she can just write it off.
I would allocate 500 million, just put it in a bank account and forget about it because that's what, $20 for a billionaire?
Right.
It's crazy.
You get a car. You get a car.
Oh, that's right. Didn't she do that? Mm-hmm. You get an orca and you get an orca.
Why an orca?
Because I've always wanted one.
Like the whale?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my grandma used to have this creek behind her house, and we would walk out there and throw sticks in it. We would call them wishing sticks. And every night where we would spend there, I'd walk out there and throw a wishing stick. I'd be like, I wish there was shamu in this water.
Listen, to have a free willy moment, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as a child, 7, 8 years old, walking out there, I'd peek down, be like, all right, do I see her fin? Is she fucking coming yet? Like,
Are you here?
where's my whale? Never got her. Never happens.
Whenever I was little, whenever I lived in California, we would go to SeaWorld all the time.
Yeah.
And now I regret it because I hate it. I hate it.
You know that SeaWorld actually does a lot for the preservation of sea animals,
Really?
especially the one in Florida. You can do a behind-the-scenes tour. Like, you got to pay for it.
Right.
But they have... So in like the 100% of SeaWorld, you only have access to about 30% of it. Mm-hmm. And you have allocated parking spaces, but they have like 40 to 50% of SeaWorld the normal public doesn't go to.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
And they do like dolphin rescue, sea turtle rescue. Obviously, they do whale rescues, shark rescues, and they do a lot of rehabilitation.
Oh, that's
wow.
neat.
Yeah. I actually did one of those tours because I always felt the same way. When somebody's like, hey, you can do a tour to find out what's going on back there. I'm like, fuck yeah, behind the scenes, let's do that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I wonder how it helps Shamu.
I don't know.
It doesn't.
Didn't they just have a whale recently die? Right. So okay. So then, does this make it wrong because this is a question of morality?
Are you getting ready to ask me that? Is it okay that they're using Shamu to raise the funds for what they're doing?
Right. If one has to suffer for 15 to be saved, does it make it right or is it still wrong? This is like the train track.
Yeah.
theory.
Right. Do you save a family or do you save one single man?
Right. Which would you do? Would you save the one person or would you save the 15?
Is SeaWorld the only organization doing preservation for sea life?
No.
No, because
Then
there is
it's wrong.
That wasn't the question.
There are other ways to raise funds to torture animals for 30 plus years in a 30-foot tank.
Yeah.
Do you think it's tortured though?
Yes.
Why do you think it's tortured?
Because those animals have committed suicide.
They only have like very small vicinity to just roam around, and like they end up hurting themselves because they went out so bad.
No, there have been orcas who have bashed their heads against cages trying to damage themselves and kill themselves.
Really?
Because they're
Yeah.
going stir crazy.
Huh. That's new. I can see you getting super famous and then working your way onto like some sort of whale saving boat. Have you seen those TV shows where like the whale fishers are out there and there's people out there on little tiny boats throwing like cocktail bombs at big ships and
Right.
shit?
I can see it now. It's me with a harpoon, but we're not hunting whales. The hunters have become the hunted.
Are you going to throw the harpoon or are you going to shoot it? I think you'd be a lot more effective if you shot the
right,
harpoon.
shooting
Yeah.
it might be the way to go because
Okay.
it has like the eyesight and it's
Right.
maneuverable.
Yeah.
But how fucking wicked would it be?
To throw one.
If you shearer that shit?
Yeah. AI is insane right now. I'm just saying.
Yep.
We can just get the shot of me and then it can fill in the rest.
Well, I mean, that would be easy, though. You just got to throw it, and then we just shoot it and start it after it's been shot. Nobody would ever know the difference. That's how they do it in the movies.
You remember how I wink? There might be a problem.
The coordination might lack a little. Oh no.
And
Throw.
Don't blink.
Did you
I might do like a little tap up dance to it, like when people bowl.
You have to shuffle, so you have the full, like, Brad Pitt Troy throw.
Do I have to do the whole?
I mean, it worked for him. It's fucking Brad Pitt. I mean,
Oh my God, do they use their arm as the sight?
yeah. Yeah, they're
That
Really?
makes sense.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
I
do
was
they
just
not?
running with
Oh.
If that's the case, it makes sense to me. Like you have your point with your finger and You move
Kinda
your
like
hand
an
out of the way
iron
to not.
So since you're a welder, we need you to make a harpoon for her so she can practice throwing this in the backyard. I'm teaching our son how to shoot. I bought
Yeah.
an airsoft rifles.
Yeah.
And so at 5 years old, he's holding this little 8-pound rifle like this, trying to fire. He hit the can like twice.
He did.
There
But
you go.
he's so excited over that shit.
Yeah.
So now you can practice throwing your harpoon for the future.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
can practice shooting so that while you're throwing harpoons, he can take care of invaders as they're trying to
Right.
vacate
You can
the
get
ship.
the decaps, you just get the head.
I love that we're prepping for something that's never going to ever happen. But I'm ready.
It's just fun hypothetical. It's no different than talking about the zombie apocalypse.
I was just going to say that.
But could you imagine, like, I do get approached, like, hey, you want to be a part of this thing?
Would you do it?
If you could come with me.
I would not want to be stuck on a boat
No.
like that. The idea of being stuck on a ship, knowing that I was stuck in the water and there's nowhere I could go, I think would affect me a lot more than knowing that I'm stuck on the earth and there's nowhere I can go. Because you are technically a prisoner here,
Yeah, you are. It gives me a sense of solitude.
but a ship is much smaller
It is.
Yeah.
than the
And
landmass.
it's so
that we're
far
on.
away from everything.
And you got the big ass ocean that's
Right.
several feet deep.
And this is how I
Several.
go. This is
Several.
how I go.
What's that?
This is how I go. This is how I go.
Yeah.
And then suddenly there's Shamu I've always wished for.
And he, swims you back to shore.
Wow,
Just in
this has
case.
become a whole fucking Disney movie.
Could you fucking imagine me as a Disney princess? Stop it.
Throwing harpoons.
I want to be in the
Riding
next Wreck-It
whales.
Ralph movie.
Next what?
Wreck-It Ralph movie.
Yeah.
Because they had all the Disney princesses in the last one.
We watched that, didn't we?
We did. The kids don't like it, but I do.
I was picturing more of like a goth Moana.
I'm too pale for that. I'd get sunburned way too quick.
Yeah.
She wears like a 2-piece grass skirt
Yeah,
thing.
that's right.
I'm going to take off that grass skirt and there's going to be just sunburn like around wheat leaves on my leg.
She went outside of the tattoo shop when she was doing her apprenticeship to draw and was out there for like 2 hours. Came back in. She's like, I think I got a little bit of sun. The next day, I'm like, oh my fucking God.
That's
no,
how
it
he
wasn't.
is.
You asked me, are you okay?
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Why would I not be okay? And he put his hand on my back and I felt how cold his
Oh.
hand was.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That was not good.
That was.
Yeah.
You sunburn like that?
His
Yeah,
back
I tend
mainly.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always wear like a shirt, so only thing that gets sun in my arms.
And
So
his
when we go out
neck.
on the river, yeah, I get pretty burnt.
I've had skin cancer on my face twice. Good on that.
Yeah.
You worked out in the sun and you get sunburned super easy?
Just like underneath my shirt,
Yeah.
because I don't ever wear.
Oh, yeah. You
Not
built
wear-
up the
Yeah.
tan on the outside. Like a crab's exterior shell to the sun.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
It's only when we go to the river. I'll get burnt every time. Never fails.
Where do you guys go up there?
We put in at the Santa Fe. Yeah.
I've kayaked Silver Springs, that's where the monkeys are, a couple of times. First time I did that, went downstream and it was super easy and was like, now we got to go back because we parked at the entry. And I was like, this sucks because there's a current.
Yep.
It took us fucking twice as long to get back. I was so
Build your
exhausted.
arm muscles for that.
Yeah, everything's tired. So now we
Yeah.
double park. We park one vehicle at the front, one vehicle at
That's
the end.
smart.
You just go with the current on the way, throw it in the truck, go back and pick up the
Yeah,
other
that's-
vehicle.
that's
That's
It costs a little bit more in gas to get up there and back, but
Yeah.
it's a whole lot easier. See alligators and shit out there. Have you guys ever been out there? Have you seen
I
the
haven't
monkeys?
been out there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, speaking of monkeys, so my boss is in South Africa right now, and he called yesterday to say how things are going and whatnot. A baboon went into his tent and stole his underwear. Yeah,
What an
and
experience.
he had to do the whole ooh, ooh, ooh thing to run it off.
Yeah, those are like
Yeah.
super
I
aggressive
was gonna say, aren't
creatures.
those things
Yeah,
like.
they're mean
yeah,
as shit.
they're
Murderous?
mean. Yeah,
Damn. I'm gonna be honest. How would you? I don't know how I'd react.
I
Because
wouldn't
that
either.
bamboo,
Baboon.
baboon.
There's not a lot of things that would make me scream like a girl, but I think if I woke up in the middle of the night and saw the bamboo,
Baboon.
the baboon with its fucking ass not being hairy
Yeah.
and the rest of its body
No.
there and the angry face, I would probably scream.
Oh my gosh.
I
He
would
knows
cry.
he's the king of the fucking place. Like,
In that room, absolutely.
yeah.
tent,
Yeah. Tent.
tent. Yeah,
We are apex predators because we have technology and
have
understand
tools.
how to use
Right.
shit. Right.
Right.
That's literally it.
Without that, we have opposable thumbs.
Right.
and they have their whole entire body, their teeth, their hands, everything.
Lifelong muscle.
Yeah,
My body is not a weapon.
So before you guys got here, I was complaining about how old I am and how much that sucked to do today because I was going up and down ladders and sitting on the floor and standing back up, and I have a squishy life. I don't have to do shit like that anymore. I pay people to do shit now. I'm not a weapon anymore either. If I didn't have my firearm, I'd be fucked.
I don't know. I think if you were blinded by rage.
Yeah, I'm not fighting a monkey of any
Oh,
type.
a monkey.
Maybe
Oh, we're
Spike
talking
from
about
Ace
monkeys.
Ventura, maybe.
Yeah.
But there was a movie in the 80s called Monkey Shine where a dude fell asleep and like inhabited the body of the monkey and the monkey killed people. Like even the little monkeys. I'm not doing that. I'm good.
You guys seen that lady? This was like, I think the early 2000s. She got attacked by a chimp.
Yes.
I think the chimp's name was like Trevor or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Remember,
I seen
I
it
don't
on
remember his
TikTok
name,
recently.
but
Yeah,
it like ripped her face off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. It ate her face.
Ate
Yeah.
her face off.
And it wasn't even her monkey. It was her friend's monkey.
She was,
like house sitting, I
yeah,
think.
she was a family friend. And there was a disturbance going on. And she called her. The
Right.
woman who owned the chimpanzee called her friend, was like, he's not calming down. I don't know what
Right.
to do. Like, he's losing his mind. And that was not the first time this has happened where he's lost it. So she called her friend, and the friend showed up. I believe this is what happened. This is from recollection. But
Yeah.
she showed up because she was one who he generally calms down with. Like, her presence is, oh, okay, like, I'm not going to be nasty to her.
Like, I'm
fucked
calm.
her up.
Yeah.
Fucked her up. They end up shooting
I have
him.
so many questions.
Yeah.
Why? Okay. Because I'm a man, I have to ask, do you think the monkey wanted to fuck the other lady and that's why it calmed down?
No.
Okay. Because that's, right, like, that would be my reason for, like, that, because that's the Hulk in me, like, right? I'd be super angry. You'd be like, calm down, daddy. I'm like, okay, baby, I'm calm. Here's some
Yeah.
whiskey. Let's go watch some TV. And
You want to cuddle?
yeah. Some other things. Like, yeah, right? Like, so that's where my mind went. The other thing is if this chick is not, like, an animal trainer, why the fuck would you call some random person like, hey, my monkey's acting up, come help?
How does one domesticate a chimp?
You don't.
That's
Apparently,
my
they rip your
question.
face off.
You don't domesticate a chimp. So she had the chimp since he was a baby. Like, she had the chimp for 20 years. The
Right.
chimp knew how to drive a truck.
What?
Yes. That chimp was seen driving a pickup truck.
He was waiting for his time to escape.
Like,
Is this Planet of the Apes?
he was full-fledged, new sign language, would communicate.
Holy cow.
Very
Don't ever take
intelligent.
the wild out of them.
No.
And
It's
yeah.
genetics. It's all.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're fine. That's what I was saying.
Have you guys seen the orange orangutan driving a golf cart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fucking smart.
Gorillas are smart as shit, too.
Yeah. Silverback gorillas, I think, are the most terrifying thing to me.
Yeah, that would there's a lot of people who have been like, who would win in a fight, a grizzly bear or a silverback, and they always go to the I don't think they would.
Really?
I was going to say grizzly bear.
Against
Yeah.
a grizzly bear?
Yeah.
They are
pretty
tall.
nasty.
Yeah.
Grizzly bear on its back feet, easily 12 to 15 feet tall. Like they're big fucking creatures, but they have claws where gorillas don't.
Right, but gorillas just have brute strength.
So do grizzly bears.
But grizzly bears don't have muscles like that, and they don't have opposable thumbs. I think a silverback could grab the jaws of that bear, even if he just...
But you're thinking more like King Kong type shit, not like...
King Kong and Godzilla.
Right, not like an actual silverback gorilla. Like, they're more displays of aggression. I mean, they're badass creatures. They can lift 10 times their body weight.
I don't know. I've seen some silverbacks do damage.
But
I feel like
I
I
go
want
down
to see
rabbit
that.
holes. I go down very
Yeah.
dark
I
rabbit
don't.
holes.
I wouldn't want to see that.
I would.
I would get upset over that because I like both of those
Yeah.
animals.
Okay. So that was a lot for me to process just now. You are super desensitized from a lot of things.
It's the
And
trauma.
I'm a giant pussy. Is what, that's what
It's
we
the
got from
drama.
that.
No, it's not that you're a pussy. It's like when you actually look at that, I would want to see something like that just to understand how those two, because they are apex
Just how the
predators in their
strength is.
own
Right.
right. So seeing how two apex predators will go at each other, we can hypothesize.
Silverbacks aren't apex predators.
No?
No, they're not a predator. They eat foliage and shit. Like they're very lax creatures. They defend when they need to, but they're not a predator.
Huh.
A grizzly bear can be. That's why I think a grizzly bear would be the aggressor. Are you going to
She's
Google
gonna
who
Google.
won in a fight?
Google.
No, because now I need to find out because I feel like everything I know about silverbacks is a lie now.
It was really not that big of a deal to be on the podcast. You were here with a bunch of fucking dumbasses. So congratulations. You're probably the smartest one in the room
He
right now.
deals with it with me daily.
But
I say stupid shit all the time.
This is what we do 24/7.
Yeah.
I don't know. Google it, babe. That's my
No,
answer.
gorillas are not predators at all. That's insane.
That's 'cause
And
you're
you would think
thinking
they
King
were,
Kong
though.
and not
No, they're
silverback gorilla.
docile.
I think they're more Ace Ventura silverback gorilla, not King Kong silverback gorilla.
Yeah.
Okay, but silverback gorillas are considered one of the strongest animals on Earth.
Right. Did you Google who would win in a fight between a silverback versus a grizzly bear?
I'll do it now. Silverback.
Have you guys seen Cocaine Bear?
No.
I want to.
Listen.
It's
So he watched it one day, and I was like, "What the fuck are you watching?" He's like, "I'm watching Cocaine Bear." I was like, "Okay." So I was sitting there. It's gory,
Yeah.
gory. I'm like, "Okay, I'm done."
Isn't it based on a true story?
Yeah.
it's the most oddball
Yeah.
movie though you'll watch. To me, it was.
We didn't watch. She's been asking, and I don't want to watch it because it says comedy.
I like
It does have
Sharknado.
some like comedy spots. So I could see how they.
Yeah.
I wouldn't categorize it as comedy, but there is some spots like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big comedy guy.
It's like them stupid blooper
Yeah.
scenes. You know?
Okay.
But I just saw the gory parts. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, it's definitely an odd movie.
Is it something you would watch twice?
No.
Okay.
Probably not. It was one of them things that was on. I think I Prime. That
Yeah.
was free for the day. So I was sitting there. I was like, well, whatever. I'll just watch it.
So apparently, I don't know how big bears are. Because a bear has about 500 pounds on a gorilla.
Yeah, grizzly bears are fucking massive.
That's insane.
That's why I always say that's how I'm gonna die, because one day I'm gonna hug one and it's gonna fucking destroy me.
Well, there was a bear. I'm almost certain it was a grizzly bear that fought along soldiers in an army for like years, and he was like drinking coffee and like high-fiving and shit and hugging them, and like he got a medal and everything for serving in wars with dudes.
I'm willing to
it's
bet the bear was
possible.
Russian and it was the Russian army.
I wanna
because
say it
our
was.
army is not going to do that.
I want to say it was Russian. Hang
And there's
on.
like an old like native tale as far as like there's a bear. I forgot where it was from, but like there's a huge mountain and like there's claw marks, and they were saying that it was like this gigantic ancient historical bear that was like helping with like the Indians and Native Americans, and just an old wives' tale, I think.
I know I would want to hug a bear. I know that it would kill me, but like, they're just have you ever seen a grizzly in real life? I've seen them at like rescues near Yellowstone. There's
Yeah.
a giant wolf rescue, and half of it is bears.
Right.
So when you see them walking around, they are derpy fucking creatures. They're just big. They look like giant dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how they sit down.
And they're stupid looking. Like I got a picture of one with fish half hanging out of its mouth like a cigar. It's the coolest thing ever. And I was like, one day somebody's gonna be like, "This is my pet bear," and I'm like, "This is gonna be how I go. 'Cause I'm
Okay.
gonna have to hug this because I have to know if it's gonna be like hugging a dog or if it's gonna hug me back or it's probably gonna eat me."
The thing is, if you see a bear, you have to go into the fetal position. I would be in the fetal position crying.
Is that real?
So I've
That you're
heard.
supposed to go into the fetal position? I don't know. I don't know
Well,
if
I've always been told to shoot him in the foot.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google it.
I mean, if I was armed, I would shoot him wherever the fuck I could.
Yep, growing up hunting, that's what I was always told. You shoot him in the foot.
Most of the time, the sound of your weapon discharging is enough to scare a wild animal like that. But
He was a Polish bear.
see,
Polish.
close enough.
His name was Wojtek, and he was from Poland. He served in World War II, and he would eat Italian food.
I thought you were about to say Italians. I was like, damn, babe, that got dark
That's
fast.
still Italian food.
Technically, if he's eating it, it is.
Yeah.
So
So here, bears can reach speeds up to 30 miles per hour. Unless you're an Olympic sprinter, don't bother running.
I'll say that's faster than me.
Drop to the ground in the fetal position and cover the back of your neck with your hands.
This is like paper mache to them. What is
Literally.
this going to do?
Literally.
I think I would
Here's a
take my
snack
chances.
before you get to me.
Yeah, I think
They're
I would
going to
too.
snap your fingers before. Yeah.
I would shoot. I don't think that I would just drop. They're also protected animals. You're not supposed to hunt bears in most states. So like in that scenario, if it's like they did on Yellowstone, if it tries to charge you, you can shoot it and like survive in that aspect. But I don't know.
Like self-defense.
Right.
Yeah.
But even then, like they're thick fucking hides. And I know like just shooting something once, unless you hit it in a specific spot, it's not gonna die. Like it's gonna keep coming.
Okay.
It's still gonna fuck you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Chances are it's going to go down on top of you.
Yeah,
If you're
right.
stuck.
And then you're
and then you're
suffocated.
stuck under a fucking bear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1,000 pounds.
1,000-pound bear. At least you'll be warm as you die.
Yeah.
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 Nice little nature blanket.
A nature blanket?
A true nature blanket.
That's if you shoot the bear and it's dead on top of you.
And you're warm.
I would thank him. Nothing's going to get me as I lie here.
No, it will, because you're going to be stuck under a bear, and the parts that are
Right.
outside of you are going to get eaten by wolves while the wolves are eating the bear. This is why we can't have nice things.
What did I do wrong? What? You shot the bear that's currently on top of us.
On us. Are you saying that you wouldn't run while I'm shooting this thing to save your life? We would just be both stuck
I'm
under
going
a
to
bear.
be honest. I don't know. I was actually sitting here thinking about that. I was like, what would I do? I'm in the wilderness, probably medicated, doing my thing, looking at the trees, listening to the wind. Then I just hear, right? And I'm like, oh. And I'm startled and I'm brought back to reality. And I'm scanning and I see you doing your thing, but you're quiet. And I'm like, oh, it's a bear, right? And then in this moment, I'm not going to hurt you. Don't hurt me. Come in peace,
We're
little
friends.
bear. Right.
Yeah.
I just want to cuddle you.
Come here, let me hug you.
Feel my passive energy. I'm not a threat.
Come here, babe.
Do I run? I'm not going to go babe a bear because you see the bear, but I might. I don't know. I'm panicking. There might be adrenaline.